Going on, Darksiders? What's up? So I'm late. My daughter's game ran late. She's playing flag football. They had like 3 games in a row, all in one night. So it's like middle school stuff. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so running a little late because of her football game, but I'm here and ready to do my thing here and chop it up with whoever comes on. A lot to talk about, a lot going on. So anyway, for starters, I got female bred the other day, did a surgical, and she seems to be doing all right. So she's bred to Vader. See what happens with that. She's solid black as well. I have a red female I might be breeding to. The other black female from Portugal did not take. I'm going to try her again in October. I told him maybe this time do a surgical because like he did the AI and it didn't take. And the numbers were right. The numbers were right on. So I don't know what happened, but I mean I shouldn't say she didn't take. She absorbed the puppies. Is what I should say. She got real big, and then she went right back. Then she went back down. So it is what it is. But I have that other female bred her like 2 days ago, and I got 2 more I'm supposed to breed to, and I got 5 spots left. And then Vader's done for the year. I'm only breeding them 10 times in a year. So I'm gonna breed Karma August, September, but that's gonna be in-house. That's gonna be mine. Then next year he'll be bred to Ruby. So that's that. But as far as showing, not a lot going on with the showing right now. I don't. I had a really bad experience at the last show. The shit didn't go down. Everything just fell apart. So and it wasn't because of the show host. It was just shit that happened with me and people I know. It had nothing to do with the show, like the show host. Um, but I mean, everything's just leaving a bad taste in my mouth these days. The way things are getting done. So, Vader, lay down, bro. I might just stop showing for a while and take a break. I mean, so we'll see what happens. I don't have the desire to even go out right now. To be honest with you. Got one person in here. That's it. Wow. Not even gonna say who it is. Imagine that. But yeah, I'm not feeling this shit right now. To be honest with you. I mean, breeding the dogs and my dogs I'm feeling, but the show thing I'm not really feeling it right now. I don't even know if I'll go back. To be honest with you. So we'll see. But I'm excited to see what Vader can produce and get productions on the ground. So in 26, I got dogs that are 6, 8 months old, and people want to see what he can produce. At least they can see him. They'll have something to go by. You know what I mean? He's either going to be a hero or a zero. Go lay down, man. It ain't time to fuck around when I'm on the live. You know that. So see what happens. But all the dogs are doing good. I gotta go pick up an XL tomorrow that was owed to me. It's 2 of my dogs, 2 of my productions bred together. So it's all my stuff. And I'm taking the pick male. I'm going to have that dog up for sale probably. I don't think I'm going to keep that dog. So, and I'm not selling the dog like high priced either. I'm not selling it for nothing, but I mean, I'm not, as far as bullies go, it's a low price. you know. I'm going to get his ears done. So you won't have to get his ears done unless you don't want them done. So they're going to get cropped in the next day or two. Oh, shit. He's black with a white chest and he's got the 4 white feet. But I'm going to be putting him up for sale in the next day or two probably. Yeah, get that done. So we got 3 people in here. Who's in here? Or is it a mysterious guest appearance? Who's in here tonight? I'm surprised William's not in here. But we're gonna I'm gonna put the puppy up for sale. I'm gonna get the ears cropped, and then you know, if nobody wants to buy him, I'll just keep him. I'll keep him and do whatever with him. You know, get him looking amazing. Maybe he'll sell when he's older. You know, once people can see what he is. Some people like to buy older dogs, you know, because they already know the dog's correct. You know, the dog's, you know, 15, 18 months old. You kind of know what you got. So maybe sell him down the road if nobody buys him as a puppy. Because, you know, like 6 to 9 months is like the worst time trying to sell a bully because they're going through the ganglies and the uglies. So that's really not time to sell a puppy. But I'm probably going to put him up for probably for like $1,800 with the ears done. You know, because I got to pay for the ears. So $1,800, papers, full rights. It's got all shots, wormed every 2 weeks. Blah blah blah. He's looking good. He's got a real good top line. Doesn't have a high rear either. That's the reason why I picked this puppy. When they stacked him, the top line actually went down a little bit, which is what I like. I'd rather have him crouching in the back than be up in the fucking air. You know what I mean? So, but he looks good. He's already got muscle. You always see the cuts in his shoulders. I mean, for a puppy, that's crazy. A nice head, short muzzle, no snipey head, none of that shit. So, and you got a lot of different blood in there. You got Pro Bulls, R sides, two times R sides. Because my bitch is on both sides of the head. So it's 2 times R sides. You got Pro Bulls, and I got some ballsy stuff in there, I think, as well. But from looking at this pup, you can see you can see the grandfather coming through this dog. Gus the Bus that I used to have, the big blue and white male I had. You can see it coming through in this puppy. I can see it. He looks like Gus. So, but hopefully he won't get as tall as Gus. You know, be a little shorter. You know, because Jasmine was real short. Not real short, but she was short, thick, stocky, heavy bone. You know, real wide. So it was a good mixture. You know, bring the height down, but not too much. But you know, keep the width. You know, the spring of the rib cage and all that. So we'll see what happens with that. But what's up, Joseph? I didn't even see you in here. I'm sorry, buddy. I was daydreaming. The rest of the litter looks good. Their puppies are for sale. I mean, I'm actually helping move the puppies, and he's not trying to, you know, sell them for 10 grand or nothing crazy. But you know, he's got to get something for them. You know what I mean? You know, he's got to get some decent money for them. But I mean, the pedigree's there. I mean, it's all my stuff. I mean, you know, it's good. And it's my stuff all the way around. Like all the dogs is mine. I'm saying. He's got some Merles. He's got black and white Merle. He's got a couple chocolate. He got a nice chocolate female. I almost took the chocolate female. So if you want a nice female, take the chocolate one. Chocolate one's nice. I'm going to Greenville tomorrow to pick the dog up. I might even be dropping Cece off back to the owner that gave her to me. I'm supposed to be taking her back. Because like I said, I don't think she's going to work for me. She got a good temperament, sweet dog. I don't think she's going to work for me. So I told him, you know, I mean, if she stays, she stays. I don't know why I yawn every time I get on here. I just gotta sit down and I get tired. But if she stays, she stays. But there's there's things I like about her, things I don't like. So I mean, you go I guess that's with any dog, right? But I went to a show last weekend, man, and it did not go well. Did not go well, man. I mean, they just be hating on Vader. They don't want to put this dog up for. I don't matter if there's a fucking alligator in front of them. They would put the alligator in front of Vader now. It's like I can't buy a point. Last 5 shows, can't buy a point. So, after 5 shows, I call bullshit on that. But, and then it was just a bad scene. Everybody's saying I got pissed off and I left I was crying and all this. I wasn't crying. I just packed my shit up and said, fuck this shit. I'm not going to win. What the fuck am I going to stay here for? I'm going to stay there and fucking jerk off. What am I going to do? It was pointless to stay. I had a fucking 7-hour ride. So I was getting a jump on my ride. I didn't want to fucking come home at 4 o'clock. I still came home at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. I drove all fucking night. Because I had to take a couple naps. I was exhausted. But I don't know if I'll be going to any more shows, to be honest with you. I'm kind of like over this shit a little bit. And if I do go to any shows, it won't be in the GCR. I'll tell you that. Won't be in the GCR. They were good for, when it first started and everything was good, but I don't know, lately, I just feel like I'm getting looked at different. So, I'm just like, fuck it. If that's the way it's going to be, then ain't no reason for me to be here, you know what I mean? Let somebody else take the Borbal torch and carry that shit. But, the show shit this is why I stopped doing it with the Rottweilers, and it wasn't because I was losing, because I lose everywhere. I lost it. Plenty of shows in different breeds. That ain't the point. There's more to it than that. It's like when judges got certain things, like when they're busting your balls or some shit like that. We're always making excuses why your dog, and shit like that. Like, fucking he's limping, his balls are too big, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, after a while, you just get tired of hearing it, man. It's like the dog was fine before, now the dog's garbage, right? Like, whatever. So I'm going to concentrate more on the breeding part right now, less on the showing. If I go to a show now, probably it'd be more just for networking the breed, like hanging out. I might hang out and watch other people show their dogs, but I really don't want to fucking go in a ring right now. I just don't feel like it. Don't want to fucking do it. Because if I'm not in the ring, nobody can bust my balls saying I said this or I don't like this or that. I'm not in there, so it don't fucking matter. I'm just fucking there. Can't tell me I can't come to the fucking show. I'm just coming there to hang out. And if there's no reason, if there's no purpose, like if there's not somebody I know that I'm cool with there or something, or I'm not going there to support somebody's show, then I won't go at all. But there's people that I've obligated to, like there's certain shows I've obligated to already to go, so I got to show up, even if I don't fucking show, I got to show up, pay the money, and do my thing. I already fucking told Danny I was going to go to the show, so I got to fucking be loyal and do my thing. Even if I sit at even if I got my canopy and all that, and I'm sitting there like this, right? I sit there all fucking day. At least I showed up. I paid the money. I helped them out, support the show. Whether I go in the ring or not, it don't fucking matter. I can fucking sleep under the tent all day. It don't matter. Because nobody gives a fuck what I'm doing anyway. Nobody cares. And that's the truth. A lot of people don't want to say it, but that's the truth these days. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody. Nobody cares about what anybody's doing. It's just the way of the world. We're living in a different world now. It's not like it used to be, you know what I'm saying? So I still got to order the canopy and get that done. I already have the mock-up, so I got to pay for that, have that done. And then I got to get, what else? Got to get that done. I'm looking around for like a shuttle bus that I can make into a dog show vehicle, like 3 to 5 grand. You know, something where I could keep like 4 seats in the front behind the driver's seat. You know, like the rows of seats, keep 4 seats for 4 people, and then the whole back of it be open for dogs. That way I can put crates in there. You know, and front and rear air conditioning and all that shit. So that's the plan. I mean, it's not gonna be brand new, of course, but I tell you, I found because a lot of them church buses and shit, they don't get ran that much. I found one with 30,000 miles on me. That was a cream puff. It was like 5 grand. I mean, shit. A 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. The motor's worth 5 grand. So it'll make it a lot easier. It's got a lift on it for the fucking lift the cages up to the dogs or whatever. Like it's all kinds of shit on it. So that makes it, just more comfortable for the dogs. When you get the front and rear air conditioning, you don't have to worry about getting hot. If the windows aren't tinted, I'll black the windows out. And if it's white, I'll probably wrap it matte black with my logo on it or something. Probably get it wrapped eventually. But I plan to, with the litter I got coming in the fall, my plan is to reinvest a certain amount of money back into the dogs. The rest is going towards land and show vehicle and shit like that. So, and with Karma, I'm going to breed her back to back. So I'm going to breed her once, then I'm going to hit her again, breed her again, and then she's done. And she goes on down the road. I'll put her in a pet home. So, because I can't keep 1,000 dogs here. So I'll got a 6-dog building now. So that's all I'm going to have for now until I get something bigger. And when I get land and I can do like a big sheet metal building on a slab and have all the dogs inside, like with a central air unit running or something like that, then we may have some bigger, more dogs and all that. But you got to realize too, it's a lot of work. When you got 25, 30 dogs, you don't want to do that shit, man. Not at my age anyway. I mean, shit. I mean, I'm not lazy by any means, but shit, when I had 24 dogs, that shit was rough. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I just don't want to put that much of my life into it anymore. It's not, you know, I just want to breed some quality dogs and do okay with it. And I'm happy with that. I don't have to be the best one or the top one or fuck all that. I just want people to say, yeah, he's got some good dogs, and that's it. Even if they might even fucking like me, but they can say, yeah, he's doing it though. Where they fucking hate me or whatever. But I'm just gonna slow it down, concentrate on the breeding, and do our thing. Like I said, I got that one puppy coming, the XL puppy, out of my production. So basically, what it is on the mother's side, it's Jasmine and Kobe. Jasmine was my foundation female, my Champagne Tri. So you got this fucking thing, Bully Barn. I don't want to talk to Bully Barn. What the fuck is that? So she's a Champagne Tri. Okay, she was bred, first time she was bred to Gus the Bus, which is Pro Bulls, which is from Smasher, Kong, all that stuff. And Gus the Bus's mother is a Hulk daughter, Hulk granddaughter. So that, you got that on the one side, that's the male side. Then on the mother side, you got Jasmine bred to Kobe. Okay. Now Jasmine's a lot of our side stuff, Riverside Bullies. And then on On Kobe goes to King Baracus, which goes back to some bossy stuff, I believe. I think it's bossy adios, some other shit, I think. It's been so long, I haven't looked at the pedigree. I'm trying to remember it all. But Gus's pedigree's got a lot of good dogs in it. Not just Pro Bowl, not just Smasher either, and dogs like that. There's some good dogs, and there's champion dogs in there. Um, so the only reason I got rid of Gus is because he was so big. He was out of the standard. He was too tall. He was 24 inches tall. So, but I bred him to a short female that with heavy bone and wide, and I got some nice dogs. That was my first litter. And in the first litter, half the people, I let them go cheaper, and half the people didn't fucking pay me. I still got papers sitting here right here. Right? Sitting right here. People didn't pay me how much they owe me. Then the guy that I'm going to get the puppy from, he bought these two dogs off of Matthew McGaha, which is a guy that I sold the dogs to. And I think he bought two dogs for like $4 or $5 grand. Merles. One was a Merle, one was Champagne, right? I think one was like $3 or $4 grand, and another one was $2 grand. And so he spent $6, and he sold them to this guy for $20,000. And he didn't even have the fucking papers for the mail, and he sold him the fucking dog. I'm like, how are you going to spend that kind of money on a dog and not even have the papers? That don't make no sense to me. But anyway, so that's what happened with that. So he called me up and he wanted the papers, and I was like, well, all right, you can get the papers, but the guy owes me $1,000. I want a puppy. Because you probably don't want to give me $1,000, so give me a puppy. I'll sell the puppy and get my money. So I'm going to take the puppy, get his ears cropped. I got a real good ear cropper. She always does a phenomenal job. And I'm going to put him up for sale in like a day or two. First $1,800, he's gone. And it's just because I don't want to wait, and I don't want to fuck around, and I don't want to haggle. There's nothing wrong with the dog. And if nobody buys them, then I'm going to end up keeping them and using them for something, Because I'm not going to give them away for bullshit. If I don't get my money, he will stay here. So that's just the way it is. I'll put him in a ring if I feel like it. Even if I don't put him in a stank show, I'll put him in a fun show or something, fuck around with him. But I'm going to start training him just in case I get stuck with the dog. I'm going to train him right out of the gate. So we're going to go on a stack box and blah, blah, blah. Just get him ready just in case. Take him to Home Depot, take him all over the fucking place. Just to get the dog so the dog is right. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to imprint the puppy because he's 8 weeks old. So now's the time to get all that. You know what I mean? Get him under control and get him right. And just keep doing it consistently to the point where nothing bothers him. You know what I mean? So we got 6 people in here. 1 comment. Man, what's going on? I guess everybody's just doing surveillance here. I can only imagine who's in here. That'd be hilarious. But so that's what I'm going to do with that dog. And then I got another pup coming in about 3 months. That's going to be a male. Another Boerboel. But I'm not saying where it's coming from. I'm not telling you what color it is. You can find out. So you'll see him when you see him. Partially because I'm making sure that, because the breeding was done, I want to make sure that, confirmation and all that. Because, God, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Look what happened to me. I thought I'm getting a video of her, that one bitch from Portugal. She was big as a house. Next thing I know, she's back down like whoop. So I'm like, fuck, it happened. So with this AI shit, man, I'd rather do a TCI or a surgical, man, because That AI, I just don't see. I mean, some people hit it, but I'm telling you, man, the people I've been sending semen to and the vets they're using, I don't know if they're not repo vets or what, but man, these guys cannot hit the mark to save their life. You know, and I'm talking about different people all over the country, like one in Oklahoma, you know, one over here, one over there. It's like, and then there's a guy in Oklahoma, also has a repeated breeding that didn't take. He called me the other day, and he tells me, he said to me, you know, I'm taking her in for a PG test. I'll give you the numbers. I'll call you back. He never fuck called me. He ain't called me since. I don't know what her numbers are. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like, how the fuck? How you gonna have a litter or do well if you don't even tell me what the numbers are? Because this is all timing, man. As far as like FedEx and getting shit there at the right time. Like the guy I just bred to was on point. Said she's ready. Blah 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 blah. I ran to Chad Adams over Adams Bully Camp. I said, all right, let's pull him. Boom. Box it up. Ran to Charlotte Airport. Put that shit on FedEx. It was there noontime the next day. They did the surgical. Boom, we're done. Now we wait. You know? So if you guys are commenting, I'm not seeing any. So you guys are just watching, or my comments are frozen or some shit. I don't know. Cause that shit ain't moving. But so we'll see what happens with her, and then like the bitch from Portugal, the import bitch, we'll see in October. We'll try that again. Far as shows goes, right now, I'm really not going to too many shows or at all, if at all. I'm going down to see my friend in Alabama. I'm going to a show, but I'm not even showing. I'm just going there just to hang out at her booth. I'm just going there to hang out and let her see Vader in person because she might use Vader on one of her bitches. I'm not fucking going down there to do that. I'm just basically getting out of the house and going to do something. And then the only thing I am going to is the Borbal Expo because I got to go there because I got to get the SABs. I registered for the SABs appraisal. I can only imagine what how fucking bad they're going to tear me apart on that. Probably get like a fucking 73 on that or some shit. Because whatever you are in knobber, you're probably 5 points below that in SABs. So if they give you an 85, you're probably in like a fucking 80 in the SABs thing, you know? Especially being a black dog. Oh fuck. Good luck with that. But I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. I don't care. And I know some other breeders going out there. Garden State's going out there. Um, Taylor from Pacific Coast is going out there. D Saints is going out there. So go out there and just bullshit. I don't care if everybody go tell me my dog's a piece of shit. I don't care. As long as I like my dog, it's all cares. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? So can't be too bad. A lot of people like him. He can't be that fucking bad. And then at the dog show, I let a handler say, he asked me, he said, when you gonna let me handle one of them beasts in the ring? I said, take them, put them in the ring, fucking do something. I said, I'll give you a couple bucks. You champ him out today, I'll give you some money. I don't give a fuck. So he takes the dog in, that dog for like 3 minutes, man. Said dog tried to bite him. Like, really, dude? You're a professional handler. Why the fuck would you stick your face down in the dog's face? I wouldn't do that with anybody's dog. I mean, that's fucking stupid. Especially if the dog don't know you. I mean, if you've been working with the dog for like a month, I can see it. But why the fuck would you do that? That is fucking stupid. It makes no sense. You know? You don't fucking make eye contact with a dog you don't know. You know? You don't fucking... Even if you walk up to somebody on the street and you get like right here, they're going to push you away. They're going to be like, hey, get the fuck away from me. What the fuck's wrong with you? Well, the dog feels the same way. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that bullshit. Because the rest of the day, he was playing with little kids, or 3-year-old kids coming patting him on the head. Shit, he didn't fucking do nothing. He's just like, whatever. So that dog won't hunt. Sorry, that was an error. That's what that was. Period. So I mean, the dog wasn't with him long enough. I mean, if he had the dog all day or worked with him, had him a day before, probably would have been cool. But you know, and but the turnout at the show was good. You know, it went pretty smooth except for shit that I went through. It went smooth. I don't think you had any problems at a fun show ring or anything like that. Um, what else? Like I said, I'm going to the expo. I'm not bringing a bunch of dogs to the expo because I mean I don't really need to. Um, I guess I could bring Karma and get her appraised, but I really don't give a shit about getting her appraised. I want to get Vader appraised. That's my main concern. I might bring her though. I might bring her. I don't know. It depends. And then the red female, she's not ready to do anything yet because she's still getting adjusted to being here, and she's just not used to everything yet. So I don't want to put that kind of stress on her. So basically, I'm just going out there taking. See, if I just take the one dog and I go with Vader, I know he's on automatic pilot. I can enjoy my time out there. I can network with some breeders and chill out and not be stressed out the whole time I'm there. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's kind of like a mini vacation, well, mini getaway. It's a 4-day event. It's 4 days long. I don't know if we're gonna stay for the whole 4 days, but it's 4 days long. So let's go out there and check it out. See what happens. I'm not expecting much. I'm not. Trust me. I've learned one thing. I've learned: don't expect nothing. Just go there and whatever happens, happens. That's one thing I learned about all this bullshit. Just go there. If you're gonna go and don't expect nothing, and you'll be fine. Anybody got any litters or anything going on? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Feel free to advertise. You know, I'm not a hater. I don't give. You can tell people on the live you got 20 litters. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not a hater. I don't care if they're boar bullies, what fucking ostriches. I don't care what they are. But I got some commitments I made for shows that I got to go to. You know, because I made commitments to people. So like Bullies on Ice, I got to go there because I told her I'd go. And I'm going to a show in Alabama coming up. Going down there, and then Beast of the East probably the only other show I go to because I told Danny I'd go. You know, and I already had the booth and everything. So you know, other than that, and like I said, I'll probably just hang out. You know what I mean? I probably won't even put my dog in a ring. I'll probably just hang out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not feeling this shit right now. Like I like the vibe. Like I like to go watch. You know, I like hanging out, watching the dogs. You know, or like being around the dogs. But the competition wise, I just not feeling it right now. Yeah. So maybe I'll get the fire back. I don't know. We'll see. You all right, Vader? I mean, I got people saying all kinds of shit about the dog, all kinds of shit about me, and I'm like, well, why put yourself through that shit? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to promote the breed right now, is basically what I'm saying. I'm not even worried about me. I'm just trying to promote the breed. I'm not worried about what the fuck I get. I could care less at this point. After that last involvement, I don't give a shit if I ever win a other fucking show in my life. To be honest with you, I really don't care. I really don't give a fuck. What's up, Martin? You're the second person to say hello here out of like 12 people. They all come in, they listen, probably want to find out what's going on, and they haul ass. Probably people that don't even like me. Imagine that. I'm doing all right, buddy. I'm hanging in there. You know me. I don't try to act like I'm living a lavish lifestyle. I mean, you see behind me, ain't no lavish lifestyle here. You know, I don't try to front nothing. I don't act like a big deal. It's like it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? But how's your dog doing? He doing all right? I can imagine what he looks like now. Probably got a noggin on him. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, dude. You know how many fucking times I've been knocked down and got back up and came back stronger? This is just another day in the hood for me. People just don't understand the shit people really don't know me, don't know all the fucking shit I've been through. Say, I laugh at this shit. This is nothing. Short of killing me, there ain't much you can do to me. It's already been done. Well, that's good. He's doing good. That's great. Yeah, Vader's doing good. Got his weight back up. Everybody, because he got sick right before the jungle, and I got him back in shape just for the jungle, like real quick. I pulled that off, man. I was like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. He got that infection, and then I got him straight. But he was still lean. Now he's back, got his weight back up. And it's funny because Danny saw me at the show, and he says, "Oh, you took some weight off him," and I just put weight on him. And he's saying, "Oh, you took some weight off him." So I guess he still looks lean. No, but then I had somebody else that don't like me tell me the dog's fat. So, but whatever. I mean, I got him on a different diet right now, but if I decide to show him again, I'll put him on straight raw. What's up, William? Where you been, man? I was like, man, I can't believe William's not in here. William don't miss this shit. William be telling me, William be calling me up saying, "Yo, man, you going on a live? What are you doing, man?" "Oh, you're at church." "Oh, okay. That explains it." I guess there's nothing wrong with a little church here and there, right? But yeah, so like I said, Cece's gonna go back, and then I got that mail coming down the road. So I got the two bitches, two females, the one male coming. I got Rocco, my Connie Corso. Oh, Good Friday services. That's right. Yeah, 'cause it's Easter and all. Yeah. And then that's all I have for now. You know. And then I got what I decided to do is the female I just did the surgical on. Since I'm not getting a puppy from the female from Portugal, I told this guy, I was like, look, if you want to pay the balance by giving me a pup for the stud fee, give me a pup and call it a day. That way I can have a production of Vaders and you guys can see something. I'm trying to get something tangible from Vader so I can show you guys what he can produce. So I'm taking a hit on the money basically just to get a dog from him. You know what I mean? But now if I get that if that Portugal bitch gets pregnant, I'm gonna keep that dog too. I'll have them for two different bitches. And if you can see both of them and you look at them and say, wow, he's doing his thing or he's not doing his thing. Like if one looks good, one looks like okay or pretty good, then you know what I mean? You'll see he's doing something, you know? Yeah, I still got CC William, but She's supposed to go back. I really want to take her back tomorrow because I mean Sunday's Easter. I'm not going to do it on Easter. I got to go pick up an XL puppy in the morning that is owed to me from two of my productions. Two of my puppies bred together, and you know you guys will probably see them next Friday unless I sell them before Friday. It's a black and white male, XL, looks good. I'm putting them up for $1,800. First $1,800 takes the dog. Full papers, full breeding rights, no bullshit. Got all shots, been wormed every 2 weeks. Get his ears cropped too. That's what his ears cropped. So it's $1,800 when his ears done. You know, because I don't fuck around. Like, unless you don't want the ears done. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to wait until somebody buys them. Because I don't want to get stuck with a dog with natural ears. I don't have natural ears. So that's just me. I don't care for it. I don't care for natural ears. I mean, I got Borbles, right? They got floppy ears. You know how many times I got to clean Vader's ears out? And he's shaking his head all the time and shit. You know, when you got ears cropped like that, you don't really have that problem. You wipe them out once in a while, and you know, because that flap, it doesn't, you don't get to keep moisture and all that heat in there. You know what I mean? So, and Rocco's getting big, man. Rocco's getting big. That boy's, I've been feeding the shit out of him. That boy's getting nice. And I've been walking around Lake Depot and Lowe's, and I've been taking him out, and I've been taking Karma out like every day to the depot. I'll walk one, then I come back at the other one, walk the, you know what I mean? Just to get them around a bunch of shit so they'll calm their asses down and act better, you know? It seems to be working, you know? And Rocco listens to me. When I recall Rocco, he comes to me. You know, and he's just a puppy. He listens better than Vader. Vader, I got to tell him 4 times. Vader's stubborn. He thinks he don't have to do nothing no more. He can just do whatever he wants. But yeah, Rocco's doing good, like on the recall and all that. So I can't complain. You know, Cece's a good dog. She's got good temperament. She's just a little small, you know, and she's a little short this way, a little too compact for me. Orble's not supposed to be super compact like that. So I wanted something a little longer. So I just said, just take her back and I'll find something else. You know, I'm not really crazy about the piebalds anyway. That's not my thing. The Irish marks and the piebalds, I'm not really a fan of that shit, to be honest with you. I'm black, brindle, and red. I don't even like the fawns. I don't. The only way I would maybe get a fawn is if it didn't have the big, huge black mask going all the way up its face. I like the ones that have little to no mask, just a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't like it when it goes like up past their eyes or all the way up here. I don't like that. Just I don't like the look. Yeah. But like red brindle's one of my favorites. You find me a nice red brindle portable, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like Monster King bought a couple off of Randy Butler. They were brindles. They were nice. He got to them before I did. I didn't even get a chance to look at them. But they're probably doing good. So I like brindle black. I'm not into the blue. Nothing diluted. I'm not into that shit. I'm not into exotic colors. You know, I'm not here just to make money, you know, on, you know, I can start breeding like, you know, mixing shit together and saying it's this, saying it's that, you know, like Merle. Can you imagine having a Merle Borble? Oh my God. And I'm sure it'll come around sooner or later. Somebody's probably already done it. You know what I mean? So, or I could take the Connie Corso and breed it to the Borble. I call it a Borso. Oh, what's that about? What's the matter? Watch him. What's that? Pass off. What's the matter? Okay. Jesus Christ. Fucking dickhead. Man, your breath stinks, bro. Get you some Listerine, motherfucker. There you go, boy. Yeah, good boy. Oh, it's a fine foot. Okay. Go lay down. You see this shit? It's like having a grizzly bear in the house. Okay. I know. I love you. All right. Okay. He wouldn't jump in my lap. He's gonna break the damn chair. But say hi to everybody. Say hello. Oh, you're gonna walk away now? Well, say hello. Say hello. Don't knock my damn teeth out. Say hello. Okay. Big baby. Yeah, rub your ear. That feels good, though. This is the vicious dog right here. Yeah. All right, go lay down, boy. So anyway, what else was I going to tell you guys? Like I said, I'm working on that bus vehicle. I'm going to buy a bus vehicle and I'm going to turn it into a dog show vehicle. It's going to be custom. Like I'm going to buy all new crates. Fuck these wire crates. These wire crates suck. I found a happy medium between them and the impact. Because the impact crates are $2,700 a piece for a 54-inch crate. Okay. I'm going to buy the Ruffland crates. The Ruffland crates don't fold up, which sucks, but they're sturdy. You know, they're made like, you know, I think they're polyethylene or whatever, but they're thick. I mean, they're heavy duty. They got nice gates on them. I'm probably going to buy those. They just came out with a double XL, I think, and I think it's like 500, like just under $500 a piece. So to buy four of them, $2,000, I can spend that. But I'm not spending $8,000 on fucking kennels, like on crates. That's ridiculous, man. $8,000, I could buy the bus. You know what I mean? It don't make no fucking sense. It don't make sense. That's like just, and I'm not saying it's not a good product, but I just, it's not feasible for me. I mean, if you got rich and you got bank like that, you can buy them. Fucking buy them. But for me, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna get four of them. Maybe eventually I might buy six. All extra, double extra large. And then I'll do the bus thing. So then, if I want to take the dogs somewhere, even if I don't want to go to a show, what if I want to take them all to the park for training? You know, you want to go for the day for training. You know, you got front and rear air conditioning in there. You know, you can bring cooler. You know, put drinks in there, ice water for all that shit. You know, put a first aid kit in there for the dogs. I might get a first aid kit off of Vet Tech for, you know, she makes an XL kit with everything in it. So, you know, it just makes it easier to transport the dogs, man. Because when you got the wrong vehicle, trust me, with these big dogs, it's a nightmare. It's a real pain in the ass. I mean, and they tear the shit out of your car. Like if you got a nice car, they're gonna fuck your car up. You know, if you get a bus and you take the seats out and just leave, like say, 4 seats in the front, say it's a 16 seat, take all of them out in the back, leave 4 here and in the driver's seat, right? So now you can go and take a trip. And if somebody wants to take their dogs, you can all go in the same vehicle. You split the gas, blah, 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 blah. What if you're going from here to Texas or whatever? It just makes it a little easier, you know what I mean? I want to have it ready so for when I go to the next jungle, because I am going to the jungle. That's the one show I will go. I don't give a shit what's going on show-wise or who don't like me or I don't like any or whatever. I'm going to the jungle every year. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to the jungle. Because I had a good experience. There's no registries there. No bullshit. You just go there and do your thing. Network. Show your dog and go home. So I will be doing that. That's the one show I will go to every year. If I don't go to another show, you know, I will go to the jungle. And I'm sure next year there'll be a lot more competition there too with the Borbles because I got friends of mine that are going. So, and they're coming deep, so they might have 5, 6 dogs with them. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see some Borbles at the jungle next year. Trust me, because I'm bringing 5 or 6 dogs. I mean that's 12, 10 or 12 dogs right there, 2 people. So you get 3 or 4 people doing that shit. There you go. You know what I mean? So like I said, I got dogs that ain't even here yet. I got dogs I got deposits on and shit going on. I got my own dogs coming, my own puppies coming. I'm gonna breed, unless something bad happens. I might even do a surgical on Karma just so I don't have to go through the bullshit. I'm definitely not doing an AI. I'm doing a TCI or a surgical. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet, but you know, TCI is just about closest to a surgical as you're gonna get. So without cutting her, you know. So the only thing I love about the TCI, I'm not putting her under anesthesia. So I don't really like to put my dogs under unless I have to. But we're gonna do our best. And then let's see, and the other bitch is going on 9 months old. So probably the end of next year, she'll be getting bred. So I got stuff coming down the line. Just gotta wait. Can't make the clock go by any faster. But I've been taking a lot of flack lately, man. People don't like me or at the shows or I did something bad or this and that. And I'm like, look, man, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? But if I see something that I think is bullshit, I'm going to say something. You know what I mean? I'm going to say something. I mean, if you got fucking 2 dogs in the ring, right? And you look at your dog, you got tight feet, you got a flat top line. If the only thing is wrong with your dog is his stifles are a little bad, you know what I mean? And you got a dog in front of you that's got a little slight east-west, breaks behind the withers and roaches up, and ain't got much of a better rear than your dog, like, that don't make sense to me. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just using that as an example. Like, you know what I mean? So, and the other thing is, too, with the black dogs, me fighting with the black dogs versus the brown dogs, because the brown, they had the whole thing in Africa where they did the lawsuit and all that bullshit about the dogs being mixed and all this horse shit. So you're fighting that too. You're fighting the color because they're going to pick the brown dog over the black dog, especially the Sabs. I know Sabs going to do it. They're not going to pick no fucking black dog. So what are the crates called? Ruffland. 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 And they're really heavy, like I guess they're not fiberglass, they're like polyethylene or something. They're thick though, man. They're like a quarter inch. You can't flex them, put it this way. If you take the crate, William, and put your hands in the holes and try and wiggle it around, that shit don't move, man. It is molded like solid, like a brick. And then it's got these heavy duty latches on the front door, you know. But I mean, 500 a crate, that's not that bad. But 2,700, bro, that's crazy. I don't give a shit if it lasts forever or not. I mean, 4 crates, $8,000. I mean, that don't even make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. I mean, even if, all right, he wants 2,700. So say if they were only 1,500, maybe I could see that, right? Because it's all aircraft aluminum and shit. But 2,700 is crazy. And you would think if you buy fucking 4 or 6 of them, you get them for 1,500 a piece. You know what I mean? I can't spend like 10 grand on crates, man. All this traveling I do and all the money I'm spending already. I'm probably spending 15 grand, 20 grand a year just showing the dogs. You know, between the hotels and all the entry fees. I mean, entry fees are a nickel every time I go to the show. It's a $500 bill just to put dogs in the ring. You know, cause I always got 3 or 4 dogs, 3 shows, fun show. Eats it up, man. It's $30 a shot, times 3, times how many dogs you got, plus the fun show, plus the food, plus the entry or the booth. I mean, you just go, you know, it don't stop. You know, and the more prestigious the show, the more the booths cost. I mean, some of these booths are getting 500, 1,000, 1,200. Shit's getting crazy, man. You know, and that's okay if you're selling dogs and you're making money, but I ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out of my pocket. Because, I mean, I don't have any females that are ready. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts, you know? I mean, it'd be different if I had a litter and I had 14 Borbal puppies and I sold them all and I made 40 grand, you know, or some shit like that. It's a different story. But because I have that money to put back into the dogs. Well, right now, it's all coming out of my pocket. All coming out of my pocket. And I'm okay with it because that's what I want to do. But there's got to be a time where you got to start getting it back. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully in the fall, that's when this will start, you know? Hopefully this fall will be successful and we'll start feeling a little breather, you know what I mean? And we'll start having productions on the ground. People can see what Vader produces. Then they'll use Vader because they'll feel more comfortable because they'll be able to see, look, this is what he just produced. And you know, if you have productions from 3 different females and they're like not bad females, but they're not fire dogs, you know, but they're like okay, they're all right, but the puppies are still fire. He's throwing it. You feel me? He's throwing it, you know. So, and even when the bitches don't look perfect or whatever, there is no perfect dog anyway. I hate that fucking word anyway. I should say, you know, if they're not like 90% dogs, 90% appraisal dogs, or whatever, it depends and what's behind them. Because you'd be pulling recessive genes through that shit. And if they got fire behind them, that shit can come through. So, you know, I'm really looking at the peds when I breed every dog. Like, I'm not just slapping shit together here. You know, like the bitch I just bred to's got a lot of Boddington and some other shit in there. So it's like, you know, these are kennels that have been around. You know, it's not garbage. So, just trying to produce good dogs, you know. And I'm gonna get Karma embarked because I got Vader DNA tested twice. He's DNA tested with Knobber. His DNA tested with Embark. So I'm gonna do Karma and see how she comes back. I'm gonna do her for health and genetics. That way I'll see what her code is and everything, and see if she's she's got any dilute or anything in there. You know, see if she might end up throwing bloom puppies or any of that kind of shit. You know. So check that out. Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm tired and I gotta get up in the morning, go get that dog. So I gotta leave here probably like 7 because I gotta go about 7, 8 o'clock. Get there around 10:30 because they're leaving at 11. They've got a hotel for the night. They're staying in Greenville. They were doing something. I don't know. There's outlets there. They're walking around. They say we're doing something there. I don't know what they're doing. Greenville, South Carolina, not North Carolina. So I'll go pick him up and then I'll make a video all cleaned up and shit. I'll stack them up. And I'll put him out there with natural ears first. And I'll say, if anybody wants the dog with natural ears, this is the price. Get at me because you got about 48 hours and his ears get cut. So, But I hope you guys are all doing good, and I hope your dog's doing good. And I'll see you guys next Friday, all right? I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.